Okay, so the Sidemen Inside, brand new concept. I gotta say, I had my doubts. I wasn't sure. I was excited for it at first, then I wasn't really sure because the casting, I really was expecting more YouTubers and stuff like that. But really, I felt like it turned out to be pretty great. By the end, I was absolutely hooked. The concept is, I knew that they would be great at like building the challenges and like the whole concept with the money is absolutely brilliant. The 10 people, they have $1 million prize pool, everything they spend for like amenities that they're accustomed to is going to cost them a ridiculous amount of money. And for these people, it's going to become pretty meaningless pretty quick. Well, for some of them, and that's going to be a big dividing line. And it's this entire week, which I think is just like such a cool concept. Knock it out every single night, a week long thing. Um, and then Chloe comes. Why? Why Chloe? Dude, she's the worst. I couldn't believe it. My heart kind of sank when I saw this, or definitely sank. I just felt like, and I will say, yeah, the first half I wasn't really quite feeling it as much as like by the end when I was absolutely hooked. I definitely had my doubts about the casting. I felt like this part was great though. Dude jumping. And Joe just, they broke the bed. He just turns into a little kid like right away. Castillo seems pretty cool. Everyone grew on me except for Chloe. Obviously, she's just like the worst. But everyone else grew on me, and I think it's actually a great group of people. But they have to do the whole introduction things and introduce everybody, and everyone's here to like sell themselves. And I couldn't believe when still like Chloe. If I'm like, dude, I couldn't even stand her on Love Island, and somehow she winds up here. Like, what the heck's going on? Anyway, finally the boys come in. We see them. I wish you saw a little more behind the scenes stuff too. Let's get a little more behind the scenes stuff going. Um, I know that's for like Side Plus, and they're really pushing that, and I feel like they're going to get a bunch of people with this. I think this really could blow up to be huge, and really cross into the mainstream, which is definitely what they're going for, obviously, with the casting as well. And I think that like right away, you see the divisions, like the guys set it up, like I said, with the money brilliantly. Some people like running down to see the shop and everything, and other people being like, why are we so excited about seeing it? So here's the prices are obviously ridiculous. Joe's pillow, everything. They see the 100 pounds per minute per shower. Like, this stuff is just absolutely brilliant because it seems so ridiculous. Yet, with these particular people, they're going to, it's going to become meaningless because they're used to a certain lifestyle. They're used to, ordering Nobu every night, like Leah. And now suddenly they are, as we see with the first lunch thing here, getting rice and beans. And if that's the same every single day, these people see the reaction. They're just like, what? There's no way they're going to be upgrading every meal. We already see it. I love Joe's reaction here, looking at the camera. He's like, no. He's like, this is not going to work. So you already see them like laughing, but rationalizing that they're ordering. And like salt and pepper, yeah, definitely go for it. But then we see like it's these tiny packets or whatever it was. And these guys are smart not to trust the Sidemen, especially if they know like Simon's around, because it's just going to be psychological warfare. Although they can always, all of them can like, dude, Specs is so funny. He's like freaking out during this whole thing. So yeah, we have the first challenge, but yeah, all of them can call in apparently and mess around with it. Like, and I was surprised watching the BTS how fluid it is. Like, these guys are pros, like so willing to change the ideas. Oh, this part was so funny when she rips her hands away. But like, this was great. finally like makes it through everything and then takes her hands off accidentally. That's such a human moment. But yeah, the way they are just like constantly evolving the concepts, throwing out new ideas, throwing out old ideas, and just being willing to shift, always thinking about what's going to look the best, what's going to provide the best content and everything. So I really feel like the concept is brilliant. And like I said, with these people, like if it was regular people, they would band together and right away, and it would be like a point of pride. Like we're not spending any money, as little as possible, besides like what they lose in the challenges and stuff like that. But with these people, they're just like, becomes meaningless pretty quick. Like the most excited and animated that Leah, and this is so funny, them pretending to be happy for her winning the her own dinner for Nobu, and she just like, and they're just like gonna be eating rice and beans again. So the second challenge here was also good. Definitely like asked interesting questions, which got people, sort of forced people to like rank people in funny ways, and there's like looks and intelligence and body count and stuff like that. Definitely some like awkward conversation starters, but anyway, they get back. This is, like I said, is the most excited and animated that Leah has been about getting Nobu for the night, which I guess I would be too, because the opposite is this. And like we see already, they can't even get through one day without upgrading their meals. And then these guys are chilling, so there's going to be division in that as well. Like what you're spending money on. Like, does that suddenly justify them spending like 1,500 pounds on chips, like packet of crisps, like 3 packets of crisps and some fucking Monster Munch? They're going to be upgrading every single meal. Specs is talking about like spending $1,500 on dessert. Like that's, oh no, this is on dessert. Like that's normal. And so now finally we see the prize pool go down. I think they lost like 40,000 from the, I want to say that, yeah, just like 40,000 from the challenges. So the rest is just like spending money on, spending $3,000 on chips. And as we'll see, they're not even done. After they spend all this, they're like, let's spend some more. They're just like all excited. First, they start blaming each other for who's spending more and spending frivolously, which is great. Ginge and Specs getting into it. But this just points to the brilliance of the guys being able to come up with this concept. I think it's going to be even more and more entertaining because people like Chloe, and she says it, she's like, I'm not going to last in this tournament, so why am I going to be uncomfortable? They order 4 Prosecco's, and this part's great because you know that the guys are just going to be sticklers for all of this and obviously just go for the more entertaining things. So if Simon's around, don't order 2 twice because you'll definitely get what you asked for. But then them like trying to chuck it and fucking force this shit down is like, I will say, super funny. And like I said, by the end, like everyone had grown on me, even Chloe a little bit, even though I think she is still the worst. I understand why they brought her on, and I think it's gonna be great. This part really was like some of the funniest stuff in the episode. I'm just trying to like chug this fucking Prosecco, and then she just whips off the ponytail like it's nothing. So and everyone, like I said, already sneaking off, and and the divisions with the money, like Leah saying she really doesn't want to spend anything, and yet they're just like, back down again, get a pillow, pretending like we haven't had 2 Prosecco's already, and like, oh, I'm gonna order one then. The pillow, they're pissed. See, already the divisions, and yeah, I just feel like I'm watching the coming up. Brilliant. They just did such a great job with this trailer. It's very, you just want to watch every single episode. So I'm glad it's happening all in one uh, week, and we don't have to wait. And I just feel like this could be the next big thing. I think this could like blow up huge. I can't wait to see all the drama. I can't wait to see these people at each other's throats because it is a lot of money that, even if it is down to $500,000, like it is a lot. And then somebody knowing they're on their way out and just like spending whatever because like they want to piss other people off. Like the concept is brilliant. These guys, I can't wait to see what else they come up with and watch the behind the scenes stuff on Side Plus. I think it's going to be great. I just want to look at some of the comments, see what they have to say right at the end inside. The total IQ thing. Yeah, I was glad about Stephen Tries being in it. I feel like they definitely have to boost his audio though because it was like a little low in the mix and couldn't really tell that it was like separate. So gotta distinguish it a little bit more. But he should definitely be, the next Ian Sterling for sure. Let's see. Yeah, I was definitely happy to see Joe back. He kind of is like, I don't know. I didn't really like follow him too much, but it was definitely good to see him be in there. And yeah, Specs is definitely a "where's my hug" type of guy. I thought that was such a funny comment. And yeah, took her hands off. That was great. So I feel like some people are not quite sure about the casting, which makes sense. I'm excited to see it. Just talk some shit in the comments and yeah, see what happens.